Hare Krishna, Prabhujis and Matajis. So, what are we going to have today? Let us do a quick recap what we did till today. Okay, number 1, SSR-1. Okay, I think seeing lot of devotees today from our Gachiboli Satsang. Hare Krishna Mataji, Shilpa Mataji, Survi Mataji. I think they are Mataji's good friends. Do you know what is the occasion why we are having session today? Before getting into session, anyone? No, not you. At least the Zenith residents or Zenith devotees. Why are we having session today? Here, today is Deepa Mataji's birthday. We will celebrate with cake cutting in the end, but I just wanted to set the context. I think a lot of devotees might be having that in mind. Why? First time Prabhuji is, I think already we had it in Anuradha Mataji's house, but today, and that was different. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, let us do a quick recap of what we did till now. I think as we go on, I think other devotees also might join. So, what was the first session? In search of happiness. For every session, I do a quick recap, okay? So, since today is the end of the SSR-5, we are going to do a quick recap before we jump into pillars of Dharma. So, first session is about in search of happiness. What are the real problems? What are they? Yeah. What are the symptoms or what are the criteria for a problem to be called as a real problem? Huh? One.
No one can escape.
No one can avoid it.
No one can avoid it.
Last criteria.
Applicable to everyone.
Huh?
It's applicable to everyone.
No, already first point is that only. Applicable for everyone, no one can avoid it, no one wants it.
No one wants it.
These are the 3 criteria for any problem to be called as a real problem. So, satisfying these 3 criteria are nothing but those 4 items. Like Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, as Vijay Bhaskar Prabhu has mentioned. In fact, Vijay Bhaskar Prabhu has joined a little late, but he has covered a lot of things. Very nice, Prabhu. So, that is about real problems. And what are common things in the same SSR first session? We have seen AC. Are there two or three ACs, or is it only one AC? Probably, yeah. You can switch this off. Already, my throat is already gone. Sorry, Mataji. Sorry. Fine. I put a diet check, right? Fine. That's okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So, what are the common things between animals and humans? What are the 4 activities which is common for animals or any living entities and humans? No. Let the Gachiboli Satsang devotees control themselves for not telling. Let us first give opportunity for the devotees who are there in Zenith. I know. What are the 4 common activities which both all living entities do, along with even it is applicable for humans as well as non-humans? What are the 4 activities? Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Okay, those are the 4 things what are common. So that's what we have seen, and also we have seen, that a lot of people have, how come birth is a problem? A lot of people say we celebrate birthday, and today is Deepa Mataji's birthday. So how come birth is a problem? So that also we have discussed that birth, how it is a problem. We have seen that video. I don't want to repeat how a child goes through in the womb of a mother. We have seen that video already, so I don't want to get into that. So those are the things what we have discussed. Okay, in the first session. What is the second session? What is the second session? Does God exist? That was the second session. So everyone believes. I think without having that belief, no one would be here, I believe. Right? So we have tried to prove logically that God exists. If an energy is there, surely behind an energy there is an energetic. Right? So kid might be going to school. He might be thinking, he might not be seeing actually the transaction, what exactly is happening between parents and the school management, that you are going and paying the fee and you are taking care of it. Kids don't know, but they say, I'm studying, going every day by bus and all, everything is happening automatically, he thinks. But in the background, a lot of hard work is there from the parents, and all that hard work is put in, and in the form of money is being given to management to get the son or daughter educated. He doesn't know. So something is going on, so there is someone who is behind it, that is parents. Similarly, whatever the thing is happening in this world, anything is happening in this world, any energy, any energy is there. Behind any energy, there is an energetic. So that energetic is nothing but God. And some people might be calling, even the atheists believe, they might not say it as God, they might be saying that higher energy, cosmic energy, there is some laws behind the thing which are working on that, whatever the name they can give it, but there is some entity who is beyond our control or beyond our imagination. Of course, that's a different topic, whether the God has a form or not form, or it's only energy and all, that's a different discussion. We will take it up in the 10th session, that is who is God. But we try to prove logically, or even we have given a definition of who God is. So what are the criteria for someone to be called as God? Come on. Yeah. What are the criteria for someone to be called as Bhagavan? What are the criteria? You see that there are 2 to 3 definitions. One common definition, yeah, you can guess. I think we already discussed it. What are the criteria for someone to be called as Bhagavan? Can that Bhagavan be used left and right for any person, or can it be used only for one person? And for that one person to be called as Bhagavan, what are the criteria for making him God or a Bhagavan? Omnipresent, okay. Sarva Karana Karanam, yes. Yes, that is right. Sarva Karana Karanam. So the thing is, there are, he is the supreme creator, supreme proprietor, supreme enjoyer, supreme controller. These are the one definition of Bhagavan. And Parasara Muni has given another definition of a Bhagavan. Do you know who is Parasara Muni? Control. Any idea? Who is Parasara Muni? Prabhuji will Japan. Yes, father of Vyasa Muni, Veda Vyas. Okay, he has given a definition of Bhagavan, and he gives the definition as who has these 6 opulences. He is called Bhagavan. There are six opulences, which these are 6 opulences who is having 100%. These 6 opulences in our material world also someone might be having in limited proportions. For example, Vijay Bhaskar Prabhuji is there. He might be a Karodpati. We might not be knowing, but he is simply sitting among us. He might be a Karodpati. So he is having one opulent of Karodpati in him, which he got from God. But he is not 100% opulent. So a personality who is having 100% opulent in all these 6 parameters, then he is God. What are those 6 opulences? Come on. Control. First let us give opportunity. What are those 6 opulences? What can be? Guess. There are 6 opulences in which he is 100% satisfied. What are the 6 opulences? Come on. Yes, no? Nothing, no punishment for telling wrong. Fairness. Okay, I like to put it as beauty. Beauty. Yeah, first opulence is beauty. He is 100% full in beauty, where even Manmada also is jealous of his beauty. I don't know in English what is his name. Cupid said be beauty. So that is one opulence, beauty. He is 100% full in beauty. What are the other 5 opulences? Famous. Popularity. 100% popular. It's not only in this material world. There are so many Brahmandas. He is famous. We belong to only one Brahmanda. In that one Brahmanda, one Bhugol, means Earth. We are part of only one planet. But he is not only popular in this Brahmanda, but innumerable Brahmandas. Popularity and beauty. What are the other 4 opulences?
Money wise, like
okay.
like he is the holder of everything.
Yes. Yeah. So popularity, beauty, And yeah, the correct name for that is yeah, yes, I can take that. Yes, he is the wealthiest person. 3. What are the other 3? Other 3 opulences. गलत आंसर के लिए कोई भी पेनल्टी नहीं है. He is the most knowledgeable personality. That is the 4th opulence. No one is beyond him in knowledge. He is the ultimate knowledgeable person. 4th. What are the remaining 2? Huh? Trigunatīta, you are trying to say that he is not affected by the 3 modes of material nature, right? But there is one personality in Bhagavatam, that is Sukadeva Goswami, who is also not affected by 3 modes of material nature. With that condition only he came out of mother's womb. So it is not. What are the other 2?
He is aware of everything that is happening.
Yeah, he is aware. That comes under knowledgeable only. Huh? Yeah, that is knowledgeable. Sarvagna, that's what. Immortal. He is already. Last one is this renunciate. He is ultimate renunciator. Powerful. One is powerful, most strengthiest, most powerful, and last one is he is most renunciate. Who will live in the middle of a war? Have you heard this? I think in 3 Idiots you might have seen Ranchod Das Chanchad. You remember that character, right? Ranchod Das Chanchad. So that Ranchod, who is the Ranchod? Krishna is Ranchod. Why he got the name? Because he left the battle in the middle. Can anyone be that renunciate in the middle of a war, leaving the war? So like that, yeah, these are the 6 opulences where we logically try to prove that what are the characteristics for someone to be called as Bhagavan. These are the things. That's what we have seen in the 2nd session. What about the 3rd session? 3rd session. Do we need to believe in scriptures? Do we need to believe? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you sure? Pakka? Pakka? I don't know. Just we say it, right? That we believe. But we really believe. Do we really believe?
Yes.
Huh? That's doubtful, right? Yeah. The conviction is not there.
First we should know this.
Yes, that's what that's the attempt we are trying to make, no? With these SSR sessions. Because being born in India, at least we know scriptures అనేది ఒకటి ఉంది, వేదాలు అంటారు వాటిని. We know something called Vedas is there. In being in the land of India, I think people know that Vedas are there, but people don't make an effort to know what is there in Vedas. Is it really applicable to us? Is it really applicable for everyone or not? People don't have that faith. Okay, we will come to that aspect also in this session. So we try to see, do we need to believe in scriptures? Yes, we need to believe in scriptures. And scriptures doesn't mean to demean any other religion, basically. So religion, it's not against any religion, because any purpose of any religion is to love God. Either it is Islam, either it is Christianity and all. The purpose is to love God and how to love God and all. Okay, that is the 3rd session. What about the 4th session? 4th session happened in Anuradha Madhavi's house, where I regretted that session completed in one session itself. I thought of taking it to the 2nd session, but that's where we got our Vijay Bhaskar program. 4th session. Yeah. 4th session is modes of material nature, where we try to prove that each and every person is in some mode of. In fact, each and every person have all the 3 modes, and we call a person a Sattva-guna person if that person possesses more of those qualities. 50% Sattva-guna, 30% Tamoguna, Rajoguna, and 20% Tamoguna means he is called Sattva-guna. So like that, each and every person has a combination of all the 3 modes. Now we need to see in which mode we need to go towards. Okay? Even in our schools also we see, right? We try to, if a kid is in 30-40% range, we ask him not to go to 90%. We tell him, 50% mark తెచ్చుకోవాలి. If a person is getting 50% marks, we will tell him, get at least 75% rate. Right? What about you? What about you? In which range you are in? 60, 70? Is dad or mom not telling you when you will be getting 80-90%? No? They tell, right? Yeah. That's the point. So each and every person, we need to aim to go towards level, but we need to understand that beyond Sattva-guna, that's what we have seen in the modes of material nature, beyond Sattva-guna there is another mode called Shuddha Sattva, mode of pure goodness. We need to aspire for that. Okay? Yeah, so that's what we have seen in the fourth session. And in the fifth session we have seen Guru. So is Guru really required? Since this is the session, we need to say it is required, right? Or do we really need a Guru for progressing ourselves in our spiritual life? Unfortunately, a lot of people even don't know. When the thing is, spiritual life, అసలు బాగానే ఉంది జీవితం బాగానే ఉంది కదరా భయ్, 24 గంటలు పవర్ సప్లై ఉంది, మంత్కి SMS టంగ్ అని మెసేజ్ వస్తుంది, శాలరీ, ఏంది స్పిరిచువాలిటీ దేనికి? దట్స్ ద, ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఇన్ ఇండియా, that is the notion. If you leave about out of India, that topic itself is not there. The topic itself is not there. They are already in enjoyment mode. So we need to see Guru. We have seen what are the qualities of a Guru. What are the qualities of a Guru we have seen, and we need to understand that. Why are we conducting these SSR sessions? Can anyone say why are we conducting these SSR sessions?
Bring in awareness.
Huh?
Bring in more awareness.
To bring more awareness. I wanted the topmost reason. Yes, okay. One is to bring awareness. Moksha, okay.
Make people realize
Moksha, okay. Anything else? Why do we conduct these SSR sessions? What can be the topmost reason for conducting these SSR sessions? What is it? Knowing about God. Anything else?
Please Krishna.
Huh?
To please Krishna.
That is the point. First point is Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. To satisfy the senses of Krishna, or to satisfy the senses of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Now, is it not a logical question? Prabhuji, how will you know that Krishna's senses are satisfied? It is sounding very sentimental, right? When I say we are conducting these SSR sessions for satisfying the senses of Krishna, it is looking very emotional, very sentimental, right? Yes or no? But how we know that Krishna's senses are satisfied? Except for Gachibowli Satsang devotees. Can anyone say? No, is it a logical question or not? I am saying yes, the first primary reason is Samsiddhir Haritoshanam, to satisfy the senses of Krishna. But how will you know that Krishna's are, after conducting this session, how will you know that Krishna's senses are satisfied? Guess no, there is no punishment. He is everywhere. Yeah, that is there. In us also. Yes, the Paramatma is there. That is next session. Who am I? SSR-6. Yeah. How will you know? No, is my question valid? Is it not sounding very emotional or sentimental when I say that these SSR sessions are conducted for satisfying the senses of Krishna?
It's actually sounding very strange, because the whole spirituality says that you have to control your senses and austerities are
Yes.
prescribed.
Yes.
And then you are saying Krishna's senses will be satisfied.
Yes. When Krishna's senses are satisfied, our senses are also satisfied. That's a deeper discussion that we will be doing it in SSR-10, who is God. But now for this question, how will you know that we are saying Mataji has given a perfect answer. Mataji, Gayatri, right? Shailaja, sorry. So Shailaja Mataji has given right answer, that to satisfy the senses of Krishna. Now you tell me, how will you know that Krishna's senses are satisfied?
And you are.
Huh?
And you are.
I am happy. No,
When one sense is
we feel blissed. Okay. Anything else? How will you know that Krishna's senses are satisfied? Okay. When we love him. When you love him, his senses are satisfied. Okay, I will take that. Anything else? These answers are also appearing very sentimental, emotional. I want a very practical answer.
I'm seeing those people who are chanting, they are looking joyful for nothing.
Deepa Mataji, be careful.
By default, just like that, they are looking joyful.
Yeah.
So maybe that is an indication.
No, Mataji, Nirguna means beyond senses. No, that is not the. Why we call Nirguna? It is a different thing. Nirguna means he is not affected by the modes of material nature. So, anyway, so I will told 10 more seconds left. How will you know that Krishna's senses are satisfied?
To get more people.
No, Mataji, no.
Do you think we are acting?
Huh?
No, I don't.
We can't.
No, actually he did.
We can't act every day.
Deepa Mataji, he doesn't mean to offend you, but he was trying to.
I wanted to clarify that.
Mataji,
He got it
come.
right. I'm saying that because that's an effect of chanting.
Yeah.
When we chant Mama.
Okay. No, answers are your now opportunity for Gachibowli satsang devotees.
Now they have the right.
Huh?
Rishikesha.
Rishikesha, okay. Okay, I will tell. No,
What
he
is
is.
the question?
I said that we are the priority or the first reason for conducting SSR sessions is Mataji answered. That is to satisfy the senses of Krishna. Mataji answered. Now I was asking how will you know that Krishna's senses are satisfied by conducting these SSR sessions?
Because Krishna is
They
saying
understood
in,
all the 10 topics.
no, Krishna is saying in chapter 18 that whoever spreads my name is dearest to me.
Okay.
So
Dearest to me.
he's happy with that.
Yes. See, now the thing is, now Prabhuji's statement is very right, but it doesn't mean that since I am sitting in Vyasasana, I am the only one blessed that Krishna only would be loving me since I am preaching. No, preaching is not only done by sitting in Vyasasana. No, even for example, if some Mataji is discussing with say Prashanti or Amrita Mataji के पास कोई माताजी आके पूछे ये क्या रे ये स्पिरिचुअलिटी बोल रहे कृष्णा कृष्णा बोल रहे क्या रे करके अमृता माताजी से पूछे अमृता माताजी सेड no Mataji they seriously some important things are there which in our schools we didn't hear most of it, but it is really genuine knowledge which is really important for especially for this generation and for us also. Like that she tried to create interest in that Mataji. Then she is also the one who is preaching. It's not that preaching is always done by sitting in Vyasasana. No. Some Mataji called another Mataji, that bhajan is very nice. Can you please send me the meaning of that bhajan? Then Mataji, no Mataji, I'll send you the meaning and even in the Telugu script and everything also, in all the languages, I will share the bhajan of Krishna that she is preaching. It's not that it has to be done only by sitting in Vyasasana. Now coming to the answer of that question, yeah.
Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam,
Hmm.
So I'm just trying to
Yes,
answer. I don't
yes,
expect
yes,
that answer.
please.
So basically, Krishna when he speaks, the four difficulties in life, and all those challenges, he looks after your yoga kshema. Hence, you are joyful. That's the joyfulness or the blissfulness is an indication that he is happy.
Yeah. Partly right, probably. Partly right. No denial. Partly right. But we need to understand that how we will be knowing that Krishna is happy means if my Guru is happy, then Krishna is happy. That is the only indication, probably. That is the only indication. For example, my Shiksha Guru Leelam Prabhu, he told me, you don't believe, I don't know whether I shared with everyone or not. I don't have a Telugu language at all. I was a Kendriya Vidyalaya student, CBSE student. I don't have a Telugu subject itself. I studied till 5th class in Rajasthan, Jodhpur, and from 6th class onwards in Kendriya Vidyalaya, Guntur, in 10th class, and even in intermediate, I don't have Telugu language. Telugu language itself, subject itself is not there for me. But I don't know what he has seen me, and he told me, my first SSR batch, you should tell in Telugu, he told me. Telugu, he told me to preach SSR sessions in Telugu. So my first batch, Lakshmi Mataji was my first Mataji who was attending to my SSR session. So now I don't know. Telugu is not my cup of tea, but he told me to preach in Telugu. Whether I tell right or not, to make him happy, I took the entire SSR session in Telugu. In Telugu only. So that's it. The only indication my Guru is happy, that's it. Krishna is happy. Is it a practical this thing? Because as I think I already told you, 8 years back, someone would have told me, भैया तू इधर व्यासासन में बैठ के भगवत गीता बोलेगा और बोले ए चुप रहे, मेरा बैकग्राउंड क्या है, तू क्या करके, I should have made a fun of him because my background is completely different. So the only first reason is if your Guru is happy, that means Krishna is happy. That is the first indication. Next comes everything. So in this endeavor, if some other devotees are getting benefited, that is good. No? You are bringing a lot of devotees close to Krishna, and it's a purification for others also. For example, there is a separate core team in our Zenith. Deepak Prabhu is there, Himanshu Prabhu is there, Anand Prabhu is there. A lot of devotees, devotee families were there. Around 4 to 5 devotee families are there. Core families who have made a lot of effort to bring these SSR sessions to Zenith. A lot of devotees don't know. They have worked so much hard, to get these SSR sessions to happen here. What are they getting? Do you feel separate monthly some kickbacks are going? No, right? So the point is, first reason is samsiddhir haritoshanam, satisfying Krishna's senses. And in this endeavor, it's a purification process for the person who is sitting on Vyasasana. It is for the other devotees who are attending the sessions, if they are getting benefited, that's important for them also. That is and we have seen, Guru, what are the main qualifications? He has to be the devotee of Krishna. Do you know, once initiated, a devotee gets a name in the end, Das. So that means he has to accept that he is servant of God or servant of his Guru. Once he gets initiated, he is servant, sold out servant to Lord Krishna. Number one qualities. Number two, he has to should not treat himself as God. That's what he has seen. And he takes the responsibilities of the disciples to ensure that he is going back to Godhead. That's the responsibility he takes. So like that we have seen in the Guru, what are the qualities of a Guru, what are the characteristics of a Guru, and all we have seen. Now today's session, pillars of Dharma. Now, we say pillars of Dharma. This is the last part of this session, SSR-5. That is, do we need a Guru? Who is a Guru and do we need one? Now in this pillars of Dharma, we have seen lot of Telugu movies, right? Dharmaniki nalu kallu, Chattaniki nalu kallu, something they big dialogue they say, right? Have you heard of these dialogues? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Dharmaniki nalu kallu, ee nalu kallu em chesavaru nuvu, like that. Agni, like that. Lot of people make, right? Fun. So what are those nalu kallu? What are those 4 pillars? I think everyone accepts, right? Dharma. Even in Hindi also, you might have heard lot of dialogues, right? Dharma ke 4 पैर है तो क्या किया रे तूने धर्म को, lot of movies they have seen. What are those 4 pillars? Okay, truth, that's right. What are the other 3? Non-violence, yes, no. Truth, non-violence, and come on, Amrita Mataji is deeply thinking. Non-violence, truth. Come on, Prabhuji. Prabhu. Yes. Cleanliness. What is the 4th one? Already Rao Prabhu was. No. 4th one. Prabhuji. Austerity, cleanliness, truth, and non-violence. Shaucham is cleanliness, right? Austerity. Oh. Tapasya under that. Austerity is tapasya.
Tapasya is different, Suchi is different.
Okay.
That's called some people are muddy.
Muddy, no, yeah. That's morning while doing they do it. Yeah. Yeah. So these are the 4 pillars. Now tell me, to run a country, does one need a constitution or not? Any country, not only India. Yes or no? Right? Do we need a constitution or not? Do you agree? Yes or no? Actually, we are born pure, but with the different family backgrounds we are coming, we might get some kind of impurity, but always when we get a knowledge, we should take it from there. When this Reddis, whatever this thing, whatever the caste we say, do you think this caste and all were found by God? It was human created. Do you agree or not? 100% convinced or not? Huh? But only God has created Varnashrama. There are four ashrams which are there. But what are these things are there? All castes or this thing are created by humans only. But that's what we need to understand. And now we agree that to run a country, one needs a constitution. Yes? 100%? If the constitution is not there, what happens? If the constitution is not there, what happens? Lack of peace. Huh?
Yes.
Anarchy. Chaos. Yes. Chaos will happen. Okay? Now, without having a foundational values, can any organization succeed in a longer run? I don't know. I think in our IT, when we join a job, in the initial 1 day of onboarding, they get you signed, right? That you are accepting our core values and you should abide by the core values. That's what they insist a lot. So without any foundation values, no organization can succeed in a longer run. That's what we need to know. Now, like that, we need to understand that each and every company has its own logo. Each and every company has its own. For example, Infosys dekha hai. Like what is it saying? Powered by intellect, driven by values. That's what the provision. Powered by values, powered by intelligence, and driven by values. Infosys. What is TCS? That is the name of. Thanks for that. That is the full form of TCS. I am asking what is the hidden agenda, hidden core value. Anyone remember? मैंने छोड़ दिया. So anyway, the point is, each and every company runs on some core values, which they take a separate signature in the initial days itself that you should abide by the core value. If anything is affecting the core value of a company, they are having every right to remove you from the organization. That's what they say. So, without foundation or core values, can any organization succeed in the longer run? No. And like that, each and every place, there are some set rules. Anyone knows why we remove chappals before going to temple? Anyone know why we remove chappals before going to temple?
Because our roads are good.
Anything else? Yeah, that is right. No denial. Because it's a pure place, right? Cleanliness. So there is a set standard that in a temple it is expected to be clean, and we not only removing chappals before even entering to the temple, we wash our legs, and then there is a separate system in a temple what we do. Okay. So like that, for each and every, don't you need any qualification for becoming a professional, right? Prabhuji, I think Sanjeev Prabhu is in database, right? HR. So HR means some MBA, some qualification is required for performing some job, right? So like that, don't you need a qualification for becoming a professional? Yes. Don't you have expectation from a professional to accept services? Do you have an expectation, right? Organization has an expectation from Sanjeev Prabhu that he is from HR, and he need to ensure that all the HR policies are aligned with the employees and it is properly cascaded to each and every department. So there are some expectations from that role. So don't you have expectation from professional to accept services? Are core values needed to serve better? Don't we need a core value? Okay. Now a question. Tell me one core value which you need to abide by in your family Home. Adya. Trust. Yes. Trust. Trust should be there, right? Our trust should be there among the family members. There are some things which you might not be in a situation to share to everyone, but you can share it to your parents. So the trust should be there. So trust is one kind of a core value within your family. It might be the same thing. So our core values needed to serve better? Yes, they are needed. Now, does being religious means? No, I have just taken an example of the materialistic environment. For after all, a materialistic environment, we are talking about having core values. We are talking about principles. We are talking about environment. Now, coming to does being religious means, will it mean that no values? For materialistic thing itself, we are talking about values and principles. For spiritual things like religious things, don't we need values? Don't we need ethics? Don't we need fundamental principles? Don't we need responsibility for taking up some things and to have foundational wisdom? And without teachers, can we have it? Or without institution, can we grow in spirituality? Is there any answer? Yes. Or is this a right statement? Do you feel, are there any contradiction in this statement? Does being religious means no values, no ethics, no fundamental principles, no responsibility, no foundational wisdom, no teachers, no institution? Do you disagree with this statement? I hope everyone is in alignment, right? Yes. Now, definitely no. Religion is made by God and God's devotees have the best qualities. God's devotees have best qualities. What can be those qualities? What can be those qualities? Devotees. Compassion. Okay, that's right. Humility. Don't you feel the compassion is not there for non-devotees? Or humility is not there for non-devotees? Forgiveness. Yes. Devotion. Yes. No, there are so many non-devotees who every day morning they play Ghantasala, Bhagavad Gita, they do Aarti, they also do. But we need to understand, religion actually means ancient wisdom, truthful teachers, authorized institutions, morals and responsibilities, ethics and humility, compassion and care, unconditional love. I don't know how many of you have visited ISKCON temples here? Okay, it's a wrong answer. Let me put this way. How many of you have not visited ISKCON temples? Hare Krishna. Oh yeah, is it off there? Hare Krishna? Yes. Is it off? I switch it on now? Hare Krishna? Yeah, okay. Power nahi hai, power connected nahi hai, is taraf hai. That's okay. Yeah, how many of you have not visited ISKCON temple? Huh? You are not?
Oh, yeah, not really.
No, somewhere you have visited, right? Yeah, everyone has visited. Now, I don't know whether you have observed or not. ISKCON every day classes happen without opening the scriptures. थोड़ा लूज कनेक्शन होगा प्रभु कनेक्ट कीजिए पीछे इस तरह कनेक्ट कीजिए Is this not on? Okay. Fine. No, that's not a problem. I think here connect ही है, ठीक है, चलो connector डाल दिया है, ये छोटा वाला है. Yeah. So if you see across the world, what are the ISKCON temples are there? Without opening Bhagavatam book, there is never a day. And sharp at 4:30 they will conduct Mangalarti. Sharp at 4:30. Okay, sharp at 4:30 every day. Sharp at 4:30 Mangalarti happens. I don't know whether you noticed it or not. Every day sharp. There is no temple around the world where Mangalarti doesn't happen. There are some set standards which they follow, which devotees follow in the temple. So religion actually means this: compassion and care and unconditional love. See, we might be coming from different backgrounds, but always, I think I already told you this. In the world, even in Uganda, each and every person will be getting an opportunity for self-realization. Now, in that situation, if you are not taking it, chance lost. He has to take birth again. So, God provides opportunity for everyone for self-realization. Now, it's up to us whether you want to hold it or not and use your talents in serving God. So, like that, God expects best qualities. See, Infosys, has anyone worked in Infosys here? Has in? You have worked. Infosys, there is one, before coming, if you are a lateral entry, minimum distinction hona chahiye. Without distinction, they will not accept. BTech. Without distinction, they will not accept. So, for coming, despite you might be interview, you might be doing wonderful, but if you are not getting 70% marks in your BTech, they will not accept. So, like that, God expects best qualities from anyone wanting to come back to kingdom of God. Is it a right expectation or not? For a material organization itself, there are this much condition. Now, for a spiritual goal, they are having this condition of having these traits. Okay, pure devotees of God have followed dharma and ruled this planet as the best emperor. Tell me one emperor name who has ruled the entire world. Parikshit Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, anyone else? Ritu Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj, yes. So there are a lot of devotee kings who have ruled the planet. Ruled the planet, not India. Ruled the planet, globe. Okay, so pure devotees have done that job by serving as a servant of the Lord. Now, what is dharma? As per your definition, what is dharma? What is dharma? What is dharma? Abiding by your responsibility. Okay. What is dharma? Guess no?
Following your nature. Following your nature.
Following your nature.
True nature.
True, okay. Following your nature. Okay. Anything else? What can be dharma? 1 minute. There is when I was in London, there was a cafe by name Dharma Cafe. Dharma. మీరు ధర్మాన్ని రక్షిస్తే ధర్మం మిమ్మల్ని రక్షిస్తుంది. రైట్. ధర్మం రక్షిస్తుంది. ఎస్. Dharma Cafe. What is dharma? Anything? Any other responses? Responsibility of a father. Is it dharma? Is it right? Right? Are you sure? Okay. Now, responsibility as a mother. Is it right? You need to take care of your kids, right? Yes, that is right. Now, similarly, responsibility of a daughter, responsibility of son, there are a lot of responsibilities. But is there any other responsibility which is beyond all these responsibilities? చెప్పండి రోజు మీనింగ్ కూడా చెప్పండి రోజు మీనింగ్ కూడా చెప్పండి.
Worship Lord is the first dharma.
Yes, that's what it is being said here. The supreme occupation, savai pumsam paro dharma yado bhaktir adhokshaje ahaituki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. That means the supreme occupation dharma for all humanity is that by which man can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendental Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. Yes. Is that right? That Vishnu Sahasranama, from whom it has come? Bhishma Dev, right? Yeah. So now, if someone says, I love my wife very much. I love my wife very much. I love my wife only between 2 to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Now, will it be calling love? Vijay Bhaskar Prabhu? If someone says that I love my wife only between 2 to 4 p.m. on Sunday. No, right? Yeah. So that's what it means, unmotivated and uninterrupted. Even despite you being in organization, you should, can we have that consciousness? Krishna, జాబ్ ఇచ్చావు, మా వాళ్ళని చూసుకోవాలి, కొంచెం బాగా జాబ్ ప్లీజ్ టేక్ కేర్ నో. I need to take care of your children who are there with me as my wife, my daughter, my son. Please help me perform my duty such that I can take care of them and make them God conscious. With that consciousness you are doing, that's it. Your entire job is Krishna conscious activity. Full surrender. Sharanagati. By doing this SSR sessions in Telugu, I got some good Telugu words where I can use Sharanagati. Sharanagati means surrender. Okay, so that's what it means. Dharma means complete surrender, or the first responsibility, the primary responsibility of any living entity is to love God or serve God. Does it mean that you should not serve your husband, or you should not serve your wife, or you should not serve your son, you should not serve your daughter? Does it mean that? No, you should serve them. That's a secondary responsibility which you need to do, because at some point or the other, that responsibility of yours might be shifted little, probably. Let me take an example. For example, I love my daughter. And after marriage she goes. Now the additional responsibility will become for our husband. It doesn't mean that we are not completely going, but the more responsibility will be for her husband, right? So like that, each and every responsibility, there might be an end in this life, but the responsibility of God, it goes life after life, because he is the ultimate friend who will be remembering you, or who will be with you in each and every life. That we will anyway logically prove in Who Am I, where we will see that in us we are souls, and we are along with us we are having Paramatma also within us. Okay, so that is about dharma. Now whatever we do, sometimes, now let me put this. Who made dharma? Big kings. The kings who ruled the planet, they made dharma, right? No? Right? No, big kings, they made dharma, right? What will be? Since we are talking about Krishna, it will be Krishna only, obviously, right? Right? No, I am not saying it. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavad pranitam. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavad pranitam navai vidur rishyo napi devaha. Real religious principles are enacted by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although fully situated in the mode of goodness, even the great rishis who occupy the topmost planets cannot ascertain the real religious principle, nor can the demigods or the leaders of Siddhaloka, to say nothing of the asuras, ordinary human beings, Vidyadharas and Charanas. The basic point of this shloka is Supreme Personality of Godhead has made the dharma. He made dharma, and he came and he followed dharma. Then why he came? Why there is a need? Since he knows all the knowledge, why for him there was a need to go to Gurukul? To show us that even God, when he comes, he has to show the humanity that this is how you need to do. What is Guru's name? ఎవరు చెప్పారు? కంట్రోల్ గచ్చిబౌలి సత్సంగ్. Yeah, so Sandeepan Muni, yeah, he was the Guru. So like that, when God himself comes, he makes dharma and he follows dharma. That's what is being said here. Now, how do we go away from dharma? How do we go away? Everyone knows dharma. How do we go away from dharma? What are the reasons? Those are different living entities in the higher planets, you can say. Higher planets. Idi Gandharvasu, Apsarasu, they are different category belonging to the heavenly planets, you can say. So like that, there are so many. As I told, 84 lakh species are there, right? They are belonging to demigod or from heavenly creatures, you can say. Yeah. Okay. So now, how do we go away from dharma? What are the main reasons for going away from dharma? Materialistic world. Anything?
Sources are not evolved with these.
Is it only that? Materialistic world? It's not nothing to do with us.
Lack of self-control.
Kama, Krodha, Mada, Moha.
Bah. Claps. Challenge for you. Tell the same thing in English.
Desire. Kama means desire. Krodha is anger. Krodha, Mada is ego. Moha is enchantment. Asaryu is envy.
Yeah. Actually, I know you are perfect in Telugu. That's why I wanted to challenge you. Right, bro? You are 100% right. So lag, we say in English, short form. Especially for this younger generation, they need short forms. Lag, lust, anger, greed. 3. Next is pride, envy, and illusion. These are the 6 items. So these are the 6 items through which we try to. I don't know whether you noticed it or not. It's even a very, very practical thing. When you got some desire, and you got that desire fulfilled. Now, Papa, Moksha. What is your favorite sweet? What is your favorite sweet? ఏంద్రమే నన్ను ముందు కూర్చోబెట్టారు. why
She doesn't like sweets.
You don't like sweets, huh?
Yeah, she doesn't like sweets.
Is it? Wow, wonderful.
Only chocolates.
Oh.
Yeah, she likes chocolates.
Chocolate. Which chocolate do you like? Dark fantasy. Wonderful. Dark fantasy, she likes it. Wonderful. Now, at a time, how many dark fantasies you can eat? Only one, huh? Not more than that? It might be only dark fantasy. But there are, similarly, you can take an example of one person liking rasgulla. Now, any kind of desire. Why I am trying to tell all this is, it is very practical. When you have a desire, if it gets fulfilled, you get greed. Actually. You might be wanting more. And if it is not fulfilled, you get angry also. And sometimes that anger you show it also. It's a very practical thing, Prabhuji and Mataji. If you introspect, you might be seeing innumerable examples with you or within your close circles also. That when your desire is fulfilled, you might be wanting more. And when your desire is not fulfilled, you will get angry. These 3 are linked: lag, lust, anger, greed. Now, illusion. Some people would want to be in illusion always. Illusion and pride. I am great. Pride. Next one is envy, jealousy. These are the 6 things which take you away from dharma. Okay, that's what is being said here. While contemplating the objects of senses, the Bhagavad Gita it is dhyayato vishyan pumsa sangas tejo supajayate sanga sanjayate kamat krodho bijayate krodhat bhavati sammoha smriti vibhramaha smriti bramshat buddhinashat pranashyati. While contemplating the objects of senses in the sense whatever the 5 senses were, in whatever way each sense you wanted to satisfy, while contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment lust develops, and from lust anger arises, from anger complete delusion arises, and from delusion bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool. That's how it happens. We will go in depth in the next session, Who Am I, where we see how actually we originally belong to. Why we say that we need to go back home, back to Godhead? Any idea? Why we say we should, our goal is to go back home, back to Godhead, right? Why we say that?
That place.
Actually, we belong to that place. Actually, our original place is that. We are somehow came here. That's why we are saying we need to go back home, back to Godhead. And next session we will go in detail, but we need to understand So with that, these things, these 6 things only, we have fallen down. We were jealous of Krishna getting the entire attention. Have you seen politicians or cinema actors? He might be a very popular politician, he might be a popular superstar, but his sons are not that popular.
It's usually it is the case. Usually it happens.
Usually it happens, but that is the place where where you try to get envy. You can't do it also. See, you are envious, but you are not in a situation to change the things also. What to do? Your father is popular, but you are not. You made so many attempts, but you are not getting that popularity. Then obviously you will get jealous, right? That's what has happened. We all siblings also. With that, these attitude only, we have fallen down. And we wanted to be independent of him, enjoying. I wanted to enjoy independent of you. That's how we have fallen. You will logically see that sequence in the next session, that is who am I. But we need to understand among these 6 anarthas, whatever we have seen, one anartha Krishna never accepts. Only all the other 5 anarthas you can somehow engage in devotional service. But one anartha he never accepts. Did you get my statement right? Which one? Among this already 6 I told, right? All these 6 anarthas, 5 anarthas somehow you can deviate towards devotional service, but one anartha he never accepts. Come on, guess. No, ego is not there in the 6, right? I told, what are the 6? Lust, anger, greed, and another 3 are illusion, pride, and jealous, envy. Among these 6, one Krishna never accepts. Remaining 5 somehow you can divert them to Krishna's service. Everyone is throwing rai.
Out of 5.
What are the options?
Lust, anger, greed, illusion, envy, pride.
I think anger is something.
Anger Krishna never accepts. That's what you said. Next. Anyone else? Wrong. Answer is wrong.
Right?
Jealousy. Who told jealousy? No, that is also wrong.
Pride
No, అందరు ప్రైడ్ అన్నారు కాబట్టి నేను ప్రైడ్ అంటాను. Yes, pride. Any other thing you can.
Pride can be positive.
No problem.
The negative pride.
Yeah. Pride is something which Krishna never accepts. Rest of all the things, anger. There are so many. I have seen devotees who are very angry and we are very afraid. But he uses his anger in proper management of queues in temple. Hey, क्यों कटना है? Hey, हरी बोल. क्यों ठीक से डालो ना? ये प्रसादम ठीक से भेजो ना? Something he will be very tough in doing things, but he is doing ultimately for Krishna's service. He is angry, but that anger is to ensure that all the things are in proper way. Like that, all the other anarthas you can employ, but pride Krishna never accepts.
Also, pride is, I think, self-made, and the remaining things are not in our control.
It is not self-made, Prabhu. Already that pride is there. That's the reason why we fell down. It's not.
I think, even then, I
Give
think,
exam.
Edging towards arrogance.
Prabhuji, arrogance is నేను తోపు నా ప్లాన్ మై వే ఇస్ హైవే వాట్ ఎవర్ ఐ డూ ఇస్ పర్ఫెక్ట్లీ రైట్. ఎవరు నాకు చెప్పేది ఏంటి? హూ ఆర్ యూ టు టెల్ మీ? ఐ నో.
You can't get any knowledge.
That's right. You are stopping yourself to get the knowledge itself. When you think that I am the king, there is no possibility. You are not ready to accept, right? Actually, when Mataji told about Bhishma, Vidura came and requested Bhishma, why can't you tell Duryodhana to change his ways? Then Bhishma tells Vidura what to do. Already his pot is filled by our Shakuni Mama. All his thoughts are filled with Shakuni Mama. There is no way I can fill. It is 100% filled. Okay, so that kind of a candidate we can't do anything. That's what I was saying. So anyway, Vedic pillars of spirituality. There are 9 stages of spirituality. Hear to this clearly, Prabhuji and Mataji. Anyway, with these 6 anarthas, whatever I told, we will discuss in the 6th session. Who am I? With examples I will tell. Mataji, Amrita Mataji. Okay. So 9 stages of spiritualities are there. First is faith. We should have minimum faith. We should have minimum faith that God is there. devotees are there, Vedas are true. Some minimum faith should be, I'm not talking about 100% faith, some basic faith should be there that these are truth. But you know, most of the generation, our elder generations, they are like mostly Swayam Krushi. Pattudala. Even you know, have you seen 70s, 60s or 70s movies? I mean, they mainly highlight एक आदमी अपने स्वयं कृषि से ऊपर आया, सेल्फ मेड. That's how heroes are shown, right? अपने थोड़ा बहुत से ये पूरा करके ये हुआ करके आते हैं. That's what they say, right? And पुराने movies में देखेंगे तो 70s 80s में the boy would be from a very humble background and with lot of difficulty night 10 o'clock को पढ़ते, 4 बजे उठते, फिर क्लास में जाते, फिर आके फिर बाहर काम करते, काम करके ऊपर आते. तब there is no God concept itself. That's how the movies were like that. And if you see the same thing, it reflects also in the our generations also, older generations. Have you noticed it or not? Am I saying it something right or not?
First generation of business.
Huh?
In business, first generation of business.
Yes, yes. That's how it is. But the thing is, now in spirituality, if someone wanted to progress, first thing is we need to have faith, minimum faith. Second one is sadhu sangha, devotee association. No, it's not some strange concept. With whomever you associate, you will try to be like that only. Try to understand it. Try to be like that only. Actually, in our Green Days community, we have a separate group. What is it? GG Drops. Do you know what is it? GG Drops. There is separate groups for every Friday, Saturday drinking. Drinking. There is separate drops.
What is the full form of this?
GG Drops.
What is the full form?
Green Grace. Our community name is Green Grace. GG Drops. Chukkala. So GG. So actually, I used to play cricket and I used to play table tennis. So I was a member of that team. No? So all those members they baga chukka. So the thing is, they thought that I'm also belonging to that category. So they added me. So I told them, what is this group? GG Drops. So they told me, Friday, Sunday night we will have in our community satsang. Drop satsang we will have. Chukka satsang we will have. So like that, you know, association, you observe, it's not only, I have just given a very gross example, but even it can be a positive way also. For example, someone wanted to be an entrepreneur. They will be having separate WhatsApp groups. With whomever you associate, you will try to be like that. And I don't mean that and becoming an entrepreneur is wrong. But we need to understand what is our goal, what are our primary responsibility. I have seen a lot of great people who are in great position, 40, 50 people have simply gym, they left their bodies. We need to understand what is the priority for them. So like that, you know, with whomever you associate, devotee association is an important item in our life if you wanted to progress in spirituality. There might be a lot of questions. Prabhuji, chanting is not helping me. Chanting करने से मेरे को नेगेटिव हो रहा है. Chanting करने से मेरे को वो इंटरेस्ट नहीं आ रहा है. Lot of things would be there. You have to somehow you need to drag sometimes. Sometimes kids might not be going early morning. उठ के मेरे को education they don't like it. They don't like it, but they parents drag. So we need to drag ourselves if you wanted to be serious in our spiritual life. So sadhu sangha is very much important in our life. Yes, Prabhu.
Can I address a bit? Dharma definition. What is dharma? Like Lord Krishna says, Shreyam Swadharmo Vidunah Paradharma Swadharmita Swadharme Vidunah Shreyam Paradharma Gaya.
Prabhuji,
saying Swadharmam Paradharma, what is dharma?
Prabhuji, here what he said is, in this aspect, first dharma is to, same thing, Prabhuji, last sloka of Bhagavad. Please, Prabhuji, please.
This Karma Yoga, he says,
Yes.
Karma Yoga is better than Jnana Yoga. That is the context inside.
Yes.
Everybody says even particular
Yes.
politics or Swadharma,
Yeah.
Adharma, that is not correct.
Yes. Context is wrong.
In the context, Karma Yoga is better than
No. Yes. Yes. That's right, Prabhuji. He has answered it, Prabhuji. He has answered it. We need to understand the context in which that sloka was spoken. Context we need to understand.
So,
Hierarchy,
clarify.
Prabhuji.
Here Swadharma means what? In that sloka, in that context.
In that context, Prabhu, Swadharma, probably first we need to, I don't know, I'm just trying to see, looking for an example.
It translates to prescribed duty.
Prescribed duty, the primary prescribed duty is to surrender to the Lord and worship Him. That is the primary prescribed duty. That doesn't mean that you other duties you need to renunciate. No, it doesn't mean that. Swadharma, first you need to devote yourself or worship Him. That is the priority. Let rest of the things come later.
So in that another sloka, yada yada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. What does dharma?
To establish dharma, He will come. He will come.
So what is dharma there?
Dharma. To establish dharma means, for example, by the time he has come, already lot of things are happening in the society. It's not only when he came as a Krishna. Whenever he takes avatar, whether it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whether it is Narsimhadev, or whether it is Lord Sri Rama, always they have come for a reason. There are multiple reasons. One is to establish dharma. Now we can ask, was before they were coming, was there adharma? Yes, there was, because Hiranyakashipu was defeating demigods were trying to take shelter. They were fearful of Hiranyakashipu. So like that, in each and every avatar, whenever he came, that environment was there, and he came to establish dharma and to satisfy his devotees. To his devotees.
Dharma, there are so many meanings.
Meanings, yes, Prabhu.
There are so many meanings.
Prabhuji, this is
Dharma differ from person to person.
let us not deviate, Prabhu. We will discuss elaborately later, Prabhu. Okay? Because I need to close this today. Okay? Yeah. So second one is Sadhu Sangha, devotee association. Okay? Third one is Bhajana Kriya, performance of devotional service. What can it be? Performance of devotional service mean? Bhajana. Anything else? Discourse listening, or discourse giving, or even singing, or even making prasadam for the Lord, writing poems for the Lord, telling stories to the kids. There is one Mataji who used to tell bedtime stories at 8 to 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. There used to be a Zoom call for only the kids. Bedtime stories. One initiated Mataji used to take, I forgot her name. So that's also a devotional performance of service. You can stitch clothes. I think Amrita Mataji was saying, she was having some business plan. Having clothes for deities. Jewelry also for deities. So anything that can be a performance of devotional service. Fourth one is anartha nivritti, decreasing of unwanted attachments. Fifth one is nishtha, steadiness. Once you decrease the unwanted attachments which are not good for your spiritual progress, then you are steady in your spiritual life. Steady in your spiritual life. Then you will get a taste. Then you will each and wholeheartedly you will enjoy the bhajan. Sometimes kids might be sitting. They might not say outside, but they might not be liking the bhajan. But you will be getting the taste in this stage. I have seen devotees who, I don't know, they relish taste when they hear to a lecture. They relish actually when they hear from great sadhus. They relish. Em chepparu, Prabhuji, em chepparu. They really actually, it doesn't look like acting, They really feel it actually. That is taste. And asakti, attachment. Now attachment means not to the material things. Asakti towards the spiritual things. Attachment. Ye dham keldama. Banu Prabhu asked on the other day, if Vrindavan dham keldama. That's a good desire, right? Is it a wrong desire? Dham keldama. Shall we go to Dham? Well, shall we go to Vrindavan? Shall we go to Dwaraka? Shall we go to Udupi? That's a good desire. So we should increase attachment towards spiritual things, attachment towards Dham, attachment towards lectures, attachment towards bhajan. There are so many devotees in ISKCON who have they have their unique style of singing. What is it? Kadambakanand Swami Maharaj, who has recently left his body. Kadambakanand Swami Maharaj. I was having a privilege of being with him in Stockholm. He left his body 1 year back, and he used to come to Stockholm. So every year Maha Harinam used to happen in Stockholm. So I used to, at that time I was only 1 year old in KC. So whenever he used to carry the harmonium, I used to dance in front of him. I used to enjoy. He used to, a lot of devotees like that used to have an attachment without any this thing. Now bhava, love. Then after once you get attachment, you love. Is it not right? When it's not to leave about Krishna. Even when you develop an attachment towards someone, first you get attached, then you love. Are you getting it? Actually, take an example of college, boyfriend, girlfriend. You first will like, she's very nice, very kind person. I like. Then you will develop attachment. Then, huh? Love at first sight. Okay, whatever sight, first sight or second sight. Huh? Huh? So first you try to see the qualities. Every day, Saturday she goes to temple and gives dhanam. Wonderful girl. Then, hey, she wears wonderful dress. He finds reasons for attachment. Then,
attachment.
Whatever, leave it. First, he finds attachment. After he finds reasons for the attachment, then he loves. Am I right? Is it true? When I'm just trying to correlate things in our material scenario. Once. No, I have given a very sattvic examples I have given being in satsang. So the thing is, next one is then you love. Then you sincerely love actually. When you are in love, if though you are not in relation when you love, if some hurt happens, no, he cries actually. I have seen personally my friends. నాకు అర్థమయ్యేది కాదు యాక్చువల్లీ తనకు దెబ్బ తగిలిందంట 2 days నుంచి కాలేజ్కి రావట్లేదురా అంటే హీ క్రైడ్ మై ఫ్రెండ్ ఏంట్రా no seriously actually it's not I have not created a scene. I have personally seen in my college friends who are into that phase and something happened and in fact within 1 week she will get recovered, we know. But he was steering, then we should encourage, no, we can't. నేనైతే ఏం మొక్కవరా నీది అని I would have scolded, but I should control. Then I told, don't worry, right? She will be happy, fine. And when attachment happens, you love. No, I'm giving a gross example to understand this particular love is much beyond it, and only the people who are experienced it can actually relish it. Because if they tell it outside, no, normal people will not understand.
When we say chanting gets the attachment.
Prabhuji, chant. There are lot of devotees who loves to chant actually. Who loves to chant.
That's why if you keep on chanting, you get attached.
Yes,
you get love.
you get attached because Prabhuji, in Shastras it is said, chanting of the Harinam and Krishna are no different. They are the same. In spirit, actually in material world, the word apple and the actual apple are different, right? But in the spiritual world, the word Krishna and the actual Krishna are both same. Sound incarnation. I know. It might be, what is this? Prabhu ka expression aisa hi hai. Word, form, what is this, Prabhuji?
I was thinking about apple. You were telling me
Apple is red and this thing, right? Red and round. That is. But actually, apple word is different. But the form is different. But in, huh? That's what. That's what it is. The word is different and form is different in the material world. But in the spiritual world, the word Krishna and the form Krishna both are same. थोड़ा chanting करने से थोड़ा you will understand more. But अभी के लिए उतना काफी है. Okay, it's okay. So now the last one is pure love of Krishna. Pure love of Krishna. That's it. Pure love of Krishna, 24/7 Krishna. That's it. वो अमिताभ बच्चन का डायलॉग है ना? क्या डायलॉग? I talk in English, I walk in English, I eat in English, because English is a funny language. Though it might be a comedy, but these are the devotees who are in prema. They walk in devotion, they talk in devotion, they breathe in devotion, they eat in devotion, they live in devotion. That is the stage. Huh?
says like that.
Yes. Everything. When he drinks water, this is prohibited by Krishna. When he sees moon and sun, Krishna told, right, both are my eyes. Krishna. There are a lot of Srila Prabhupada. He has lived his life 24/7 Krishna. 24. Have you seen the great senior devotees who have come? Like Madhusudan Vishnu Prabhu are there and Chaitanya Charan Prabhu are there. I don't know how many of you have attended this session or not. They are, and I have personally seen them. I was there with him, sitting with him, packing his bag for next flight. I mean the way it's very difficult. Believe me, it's very difficult to. Not in a negative sense. Being with them continuously, it's not a normal thing. It's not a normal thing. They don't give even a scope for any nonsense discussion actually. Any nonsense discussion. Sometimes being with them, they might test also. Prabhuji asked me, Chaitanya Prabhu asked me, Prabhuji, what is the political situation here in this thing? Prabhuji, I am very weak. Instead of giving any nonsense or unknowing answers, better to accept it. Prabhuji, I am not much into politics. If you ask something about movies, I can tell Prabhu, but not politics like that I told. So fine. Then the topic came about NTR, how is the legacy going on, are they helping in any spiritual activities they are doing, are there any temples being built by them, or like that some discussion went on, it went like that. But we need to understand that prema, pure love for Krishna, is the 9th stage, final stage, where they are in Goloka only by being in middle world. Their body is here only, that's it. But they are already there in spiritual world. Are you getting it? These are the 9 stages of spirituality. Now, among all, Anartha Nivritti is the toughest one. Why? Unwanted attachments. Yeah, unwanted attachments. Now, Prabhuji, I drink coffee every day. Now you need to notice that whether you are a servant of it or it is a servant of you, or is it really required for your spiritual progress? Because coffee contains caffeine, which is, there is a possibility that it is hindrance for you. It's a intoxication. There is a, right, 4 regulative principles. What are the 4 regulative principles? What are the 4 regulative principles? Among them, one, no intoxication, because caffeine is comes under that no intoxication. Now, unwanted attachments, again we have seen here. There are so many unwanted gross attachments are there, subtle attachments are there. We'll see that. Let us finish this slide. I think your question will be answered. Among all, Anartha Nivritti is the toughest one, because Mataji's and Prabhuji's, if you clear this, it would be easy path for you. Among all the 9 stages, 4th Anartha Nivritti is the toughest one. Toughest one. We all carry anartha, because before coming to KC, being in India, some kind of spiritual exposure might have been there. Not only from ISKCON, any kind of movement. But you might not have a logical explanation for whatever the thing it may be. It is something like my mother saying that every Saturday you should go to Anjaneya Swami temple. Then one day I asked, why we need to go on Saturday? Endukante adi manchidi. Because it is good. That's not the answer what I was expecting. So like that, we also in our life, we might be carrying unauthorized wisdom with us, thinking that is the ultimate wisdom. But when you come across this knowledge and you feel that it is authentic and proven and logically explained, then we will let go. And with the background of we are coming from, we have also let go on some things when we got in touch with this knowledge in 2017. So we need to understand what is good for our spiritual progress or not. First of all, we should believe that is spirituality relevant or not, is it needed or not. Okay, we all carry unauthorized wisdom baggage, both gross and subtle. What are gross and subtle, we'll see in some time. Recognizing and changing is very difficult, very, very difficult. But if you are crossing this 4th one, it will be easy for the rest of the stages. It is a gradual process and needs patience and determination. It is a gradual. Knowledge vachesi. That's what I was telling, right? Today, after getting the knowledge, today onwards I will do 16 rounds. No compromise. 16 rounds. Today onwards, no nothing, no onion and garlic, nothing. Today onwards, with you, your partner should not suffer, right? So go slow. Now, coming to Anartha Nivritti, what Mataji asked, there are two types, gross attachments and subtle attachments. Gross attachments are no gambling, no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication. These are the gross attachments, very physical in nature. Now, subtle attachments are the 6 things what we have discussed. Lust, anger, greed, illusion, pride and envy. Okay, these are the things. Mataji, this question part cheyandi, మనం తర్వాత discuss చేద్దాం. Further question ఉంటే discuss చేద్దాం. In the interest of time, I'm just moving. Let's apply common sense using human intelligence. If all the religions are teaching love of God, then will their fundamental principle not be the same? If all the religions are, I think you can see it, if all the religious leaders are working towards the welfare of living beings, will their opinions and perspectives not be the same? If all the religions are speaking about one God, will that one God not be the same? If all the religions are following authorized scriptures, will the teachings from the God not be the same? And if all the religions are having the same goal to go back to spiritual world, will the qualifications and process not be the same? All religions have the same foundation principles, that is, provided one studies authorized scriptures under the guidance of devotees, that's it. Okay, every authorized religion on this planet has a given commandments. Each and every religion has given commandments, and if you observe carefully all the commandments, there is not much difference actually. There is not much difference. Now, in the interest of time, these are the 10 commandments. Now, only few of them I have highlighted. For example, Vedic pillars, four pillars are, one of them is Satyam, truthful or no gambling. Now the same thing is conveyed in Christianity, thou shalt not lie or give false testimony. Someone might ask, why Prabhuji gambling is related to truth? Any answer? Why gambling is related to truth? Has anyone seen who has gambled, how seamlessly he tells lies? Especially the person who is in gambling, who gamble. Have you noticed anyone? Have you noticed? Especially the person who gambles, with seamless execution of lies he does. Seamless, very seamless. You feel that it's absolute truth. Because that gambling provides that propensity of lying seamlessly. Okay, so the same thing, Satyam, truthfulness is also already mentioned in Christianity, saying that thou shalt not lie or give false testimony. Same thing is mentioned in Islam. They invoke curse of God if they lie, hide not the testimony. Okay, next one is Daya, mercy, no meat eating. If anyone has killed, it is mentioned in Islam, if anyone has killed, it is as he killed everyone. Thou shalt not kill. The same thing principle is there. Similarly for Saucham, cleanliness or illicit, this thing. Thou shalt not commit adultery. 10 commandments in Christianity. Don't come near adultery. It is an indecent deed and way for other evils. 17 or 32 Islam. And Islam goes one step ahead. At least don't commit that sin with sister or mother. Do you know that? It is mentioned. At least don't commit that sin with your sister or mother. So last one is tapasya, austerity. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. Thou shalt keep the Sabbath holy when the call for Friday is the same thing. They are trying to say that austerity should be maintained. So the point is, in all the religions, the 4 regulative principles are stressed out clearly. Okay. Now Vedic gross pillars of spirituality on which religion? Same thing. Religion refrains one from the agents harmful to one body, mind and well-being. No meat eating, no meat eating means including meat, fish and eggs. Do you agree? I think already I took the example. One of my colleagues telling me, fish is a jalapushpa. Nothing wrong, Mahesh, you can eat. Bengali, yeah, she was a Bengali. Her name was Roshni Roy. Her name was Roshni Roy. No, Rayoni Roy. So no meat eating includes meat, fish and eggs. And no intoxication includes alcohols, drugs, tobacco, pan masala, tea and coffee. No gambling means horse racing, stock market, speculation, casino, lotteries, quick buck businesses.
So stock market also.
Yes. I'm sorry, it might be very
Just trying to get into that.
real.
Intraday should not be done.
But that's what they will not take that good, no. But no, you are right, Prabhu.
Morning purchasing, evening selling.
Yeah.
That intraday is done.
Yeah.
Short-term investment, long-term investment is there, right?
No, that's fine. That's what Prabhuji was saying. That's fine. Anyway, Prabhuji said, as I told you, each and every topic, it might be little bit of ground shaking or little bit of hurting points, but these are the truth as per the spiritual principles. Now, why, how, and all, we will have a detailed discussion after the session. Okay. No illicit sex, extramarital, obscene, vulgar talks, and all comes under no illicit this thing. Now, Satyuga, people followed all 4 principles. Dwapar Yuga, Tapasya is gone away. Treta Yuga, Saucham also gone away. Kali Yuga, only Satyam is left and will slowly go away. Do you feel in Kali Yuga already it is also going away slowly? Have you seen kids fighting? When this my father will go, such that I will get my property. They are praying, go. And he is not giving. Brothers killing. Because my dad being in police department, I witnessed a lot of this conversation in the police station. Okay. Normal question from modern society. What has food got to do with Prabhuji? Please. Spirituality कहीं भी जाओ लेकिन फूड पे मत आओ प्लीज प्लीज वो एक ही तो बचा है वो एक ही तो बचा है उसको तो छोड़ दो मुझे what has food got to do with religion? I am a Kshatriya, we are allowed to eating meat, drinking. God has given everything to eat on the planet, Prabhuji. What is wrong in it? Right? Kshatriya dharma. Actually, seriously, I mean, from the background from where I was coming from, when I was a kid, my dad was not there, and my grandpa sent me to like in a marriage function. Lot of relatives meet. So he told me, "Arey, me vaandi pampichra, nenu ma vaandi pampistanu, fight cheskondra." So he sent me, and of course he was also of my age. I was around 10 years, and one of my relatives' kid was also 10 years. So he sent, and he also sent. We both fought. Luckily I won. But now if I see, when I try to contemplate on that, how silly was it? I mean, in the verge of proving that I am a greatest fighter or to impress my elders, I was doing all the nonsense thing, folding his hand like this thing, full. In that thing, hand would have been broken also, right? I mean, parents encouraging. Of course, my dad was not there, my grandfather. He was a pakka illiterate. My grandpa. Pichiranga, ye loga unnadu teliyadu. That kind of background, very, very violent. Now coming to what has food got to do with religion? Food has everything to do with religion and health. Let's analyze. First, health. Now, has anyone taken any dead body from their hands? Not only humans, any animal dead body. Anyone? No? Actually, if you observe, I have taken it actually. I have taken because we are having, in our village, we are having goats, cows and all. So when they leave their body, we used to take the body. So when they die, the body becomes very stiff. Very stiff. Immediately, within 1 hour, the body becomes very stiff. I don't know whether you noticed it or not. It becomes stiff. You can see if possible. It becomes stiff. But the supermarket, whatever the meat you get, after 4 or 5 days also, it will be very soft in the packet. Why? Huh? Frozen. Mm-hmm. No, they are soft, Prabhu. That's the point what I am coming to. Generally, when any living entity dies, it becomes stiff within 1 hour. Very stiff. Believe me, it becomes very stiff. But after so many days also, whatever we buy, it's very soft. Why? By adding chemicals. And human saliva, carbohydrate. Now, animals are tuned to generate lot of saliva, not us. Have you seen any आदमी आते देखा सलेवा आते देखा किसी को? Dogs को ही आता है, आदमी को तो आता नहीं ना. So because their body is tuned like that. Now animals can open their mouth like this. Can we open at the max? Open your mouth, Amma. Moksha na? Like the tiger. Tiger opened the mouth, no? Like to open, no? Can you open? No? Yeah. Because they are meant for opening the mouth wide open such that whatever they are taking, it gets in a single gulp without any problem in digestion. But our mouth is not tuned to that. Now human teeth are not meant for eating meat. And animals can eat, we generally eat like this. But animals from this end, every angle, almost 180 degrees angle it can eat. But our mouth is not tuned like that. Prabhuji, then we are also, there are a lot of people eating, no? What is for them? Yes, for eating, they eat, and what is the trouble they face? You should ask them. I don't know whether you noticed it or not. They get lazy. they get sleep, and whatever the particles that are going, the intestines, the intestine what we have, our intestines is almost 10 to 11 times bigger than animal intestine. How many of you know this? Our intestines from the digestion pipe where it goes, our intestine is almost 8 to 10 times lengthier than the animal intestines or meat eating animal intestines. So when it goes, the particle stays in the edge of the intestine. They easily will not go. It leads to decay and leads to cancer. Yes, lot of time it takes to. I don't know whether you notice it, when you eat non-veg, you feels very lazy. Okay. Now, humans extensive chewing needed, cannot swallow. That is right. No. Humans extensive chewing needed. For anything to digest, we need to chew a lot. After that, but for them there is no need. Simply in single gulp they can take a single piece out of it, whether you noticed it or not. Have you noticed? Animals, single gulp they can take it. Small intestine, I already told you, nails to catch it and tear. Our nails are not. Can you tear? So yeah. Okay, so digestive acids in humans are not fit for eating meat. And there are human kidney, moderately concentrated urine, carnivorous, highly concentrated. These are the reasons. So anyway, in Christianity also it is mentioned. Now already I think we have discussed this. The eating meat is only an exception but not a rule. Even in Christianity or in Islam, is there a provision to eat meat? In Hinduism, is there a provision to eat meat? Yes or no? No, there is a provision. There is a provision to eat meat, but only this condition. Same condition. There should be nothing else to eat. There should be nothing else to eat. That is the first condition. Second condition is you have to kill the animal. Means you have to kill. You have to slit the throat. Have anyone seen slitting the throat? What is the problem, Prabhuji sir, Mataji? Eating there is no problem. Seeing, what is the problem? No, is it a logical question or not? We are eating properly. There is no problem in eating. And what is the problem in seeing? Whatever we are eating, don't they know that it was slit? And when it was slit, it panicked. Okay. So second rule is you have to kill the animal. And you have to take the animal to Kali temple only, that too on only Amavasya night. Fourth condition is you can only eat goat, no, not any other animal. No cow, no hen, only goat. And you only have to slice the neck to first remove all the blood without pain. And before you cut, you have to utter mantra, Mamsa. Have you googled any time what is the meaning of Mamsa? Anyone has googled the meaning of Mamsa? Unfortunately, I have written. You can Google it. Mamsa means eat me. Now I am eating you. Next life you eat me. Mujhe kha. Yes, you eat me. Yeah, that is the meaning of. You can search in Google. Mams.
Not other animals.
No, as per scriptures, Mataji. As per scriptures, only goat.
Right.
I don't. You can check that. It's not only for Mataji. Only for performing penance or not penance. Yagnas for knowing the success of yagna what we are doing. Then we can use other animal like cow. Cow they do it. And if the yagna is successfully performed, that cow will become the old cow will become a human being or some other living entity to show that yagna is successful. But if the yagna is not successful, then the king would be incurring the sin of killing a cow. Other animals they can use only for yagnas. But that's about the previous yugas. Because earlier yuga it was only yagas, right? Earlier yuga it was yagas was the main way of yagnas was the main way of getting the self-realization. So during that, for testing the success of a yagna, they used to sacrifice animal. Okay.
But that is to know like if it is right or wrong.
Yagna successful. Yes.
It will be like a sin or it's successful.
Successful, yes.
We are killing someone.
Yes.
So that is not.
Mataji, that was for the good of the animal only, because we see the animal of a aged animal. For example, the animal which is about to die, that animal only used to be selected such that it is put it in sacrifice. Then the yagna is successful, that animal would be taking another body. Okay.
It
So
is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto.
second canto. I don't remember the exact sloka Mataji, but it is there. But now, why only goat? We need to say. But in the scriptures, it is mentioned only goat. Yes, Mataji. Yeah, Mataji. But please tell me.
It is the best to kill it.
No, the thing is, Mataji, first we need to understand that ultimate consciousness, Mataji, consciousness-wise, humans are at the top. Rest of the other animals are not that conscious. If you see, if humans are being taken to any slaughterhouse, how much panic they will be having. But goat, अगर थोड़ा गड्डी ग्रास डाल दे तो हाँ वो मार रहा है नहीं मालूम नहीं, घास खा रही है। वो आपने देखा वो मटन शॉप के बाजू में गोट रहता है, वो घास खाता रहता है। क्या आज तो हरियाली मिली है यार, हरा हरा घास मिला है, बिंदास खाओ एंजॉय करता रहता है। But he doesn't know that I'm going to get killed in another 5 or 10 minutes. That is the consciousness what they have. Okay. Fortunately or unfortunately, me eat, whether you noticed it or not, me eat in English also. In English also meat, right? Meat means me plus eat, me eat. Synonym of mamsa.
So probably on one side is
Yeah.
no meat. And scriptures also say eating meat, only goat.
Prabhuji, your kid is there. Your kid examinations are your kid is there. Now you are permitting him to. He says that I wanted to see TV. Please, I can't read. Please, I want to see TV. Then you will allow him to see TV for half an hour. But do you really want it to happen? You don't want, but you allow, right? Similarly, our intention, our people generally mass, this excuse, scriptures they told, that will become the norm. But that is not the norm. It is only exception. Only why they have put this condition? Only nothing else should not be there. But do you believe there would be a scenario that nothing else would not be there around?
You have to be there.
That's what.
Brahmins also used to eat meat. One time, when Agastya told
Yes.
not to eat meat.
Yes.
The Sattvapi and Yoga.
Yes.
they were doing it.
There are about. A lot of
They
examples.
onwards it stopped.
Yeah.
Eating very Brahmin.
Yeah. So.
But the last place is that it's not that either or of the condition. All of the conditions are there in it. Then only. So it's not like okay, you can eat meat. That is only taken in seclusion. But you have to see everything else, and then if there is nothing
Yeah.
to
So.
survive, then that provision is given. Then somebody should not die thinking that okay, there is nothing. So I might as well die. They have given that exception.
Okay. So meat is halal if all these conditions are fulfilled. Otherwise, it is haram. Now I am a Kshatriya. We are allowed to eat meat. Eating meat, drinking. Are we doing Kshatriya activities today? Kshatriyas, Amma, sit down, Amma. Better, Amma. Better. Kshatriyas are allowed to hunt animals for sacrifices to give old. I already discussed. Okay. So yeah. But God has given everything to it. Everything is property of God. We have to eat what is approved. But God has given everything to it. That's what the question. Answer is everything is property of God. We have to eat what is approved. God does not put any restrictions on eating vegetarian, which means it is 100% approved. Anyway, that's again, this topic is again, separate session is required. Plants you can eat, no. Intelligent people, plants also having life, no. Then why are you eating? That is wrong, no. We'll ask. To explain that, I need to take another 1.5 hour session. If you want, I can take that session also. Okay? Why tapasya, austerity? Why to leave intoxicants? Austerity means to sacrifice something voluntarily in expectation of a higher benefit. Already I told you, right? Austerity means anything higher if you are aiming for, we need to sacrifice. Already I mentioned chariot and intelligence, soul, mind, 5 senses. Only a human being can perform austerity. Animals cannot. They are more instinctive in nature. Austerity is needed to get rid of habits that are truly not ours. Okay? Drugs initially give feeling of elation, but soon make one guide down to depression. By consuming intoxicants, your mind is not your own anymore. Depression is a word very commonly used these days. One of my team member, I think I don't know whether I shared it or not. Sir, if you send me to the development team, you are asking me to work in the operation support team, but I'm interested in doing in the development team. Going to a development team thought itself creating depression to me. She said, depression to me. Then I called her and I told her, Amma, do you know the meaning of depression? Do you know the difference? Have you seen any person who has been in depression? No. What you do is you go to your parents and ask them if they have seen any. What do you mean by a person getting into depression? Okay, for silly things they are using the word depression. Okay, now why Saucham, cleanliness? What is wrong with this thing? By indulging in this activity, purity, wisdom, peace of mind, self-confidence, cleanliness, concentration, determination, vichara shakti, dharana shakti, viveka, and many other similar subtle qualities go away. I don't know, it's a very subtle topic. If you really introspect on all these things, it's absolutely right. Absolutely, I don't know if you have in your vicinity or if you have seen anyone, these are absolutely right. The purity after what are the big acharyas or the senior devotees who are there, brahmacharis especially, I mean they have their power in their words, they carry that purity in them. Okay, why satyam, truthfulness? What is wrong with gambling? Okay, a lot of things are given here. God is absolute truth, the cause of all causes. God's servants are sincere and truthful to God's instructions. Gambling increases one's tendency to lie to make profit. Gambling leads to daydreaming, stripping us of mental energy to utilize present opportunities, becoming greedy to accumulate. I think already mentioned. That's why I don't like religion. You put conditions. How can I level my habits all at once? That's what people ask, right? ఇన్ని కండిషన్లా అబ్బా స్పిరిచువాలిటీ భక్తిలోకి రావాలంటే ఇన్ని మానేయాలా నేను? అవసరమా నాకు? బాగానే గడుస్తుందో జీవితం. If one's goal is to go back home, back to Godhead, then we should purify ourselves to enter there. That means to cleanse ourselves and revive our original pure nature. Every authorized religion teaches you to the bona fide process to control your senses. So there are a lot of shlokas here. The embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, though the taste for sense objects remain, but ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in conscience. We need to develop, actually removing the bad habits. We don't try to remove the bad habits. We try to, actually I go to colleges like JNTU or CBIT where we try to encourage them to inculcate good habits. Rather, we don't concentrate on the existing bad habits what they have. We try to only inculcate good habits in them, because automatically when one gets a good habits, the bad habits go away. Okay, if there is any religion path which is compromising on fundamentals of Satyam, Saucham, Daya and Tapasya, be rest assured that their business is to cheat the seekers and propagate the apadharma. Make this point. There might be so many religious institutions. In the name of religion, there might be lot of institutions, but if there is any religious path which is compromising on fundamentals of Satyam, Saucham, Daya and Tapasya, be rest assured that their business is to cheat the seekers and propagate apadharma, non-religion, in the name of religion. ISKCON is part of Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. I don't want to dwell much. I wanted to just tell that ISKCON has taken all the main important features of all the four Sampradayas and formed Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So it is called Achintya Beda Abheda Tattva. God is simultaneously one and different from his energies. This is the combination of all Vaishnava philosophies of the four Vaishnava Sampradayas. Okay, what are the four Sampradayas? Brahma, Kumara, Sri, Rudra Sampradaya, right? Okay, why do people fight in the name of religion? So their levels of consciousness, mode of ignorance, mode of passion. See, Prabhuji and Mataji, we need to understand that religion main purpose is to ensure how we need to love God. Now, if someone is coming with an agenda and making religion as their, using religion for some agenda, then it goes tipsy-turvy. Okay. So, yeah, God is all opulent. I think already we mentioned. God has several names. Allah and Vishnu means supreme controller. God is all attractive. Krishna means all attractive. Devotees approach him in 5 rasas. Okay, chanting the holy names of the God is the only authorized process in this age of Kali. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, question to Srila Prabhupada: Swamiji, why are you trying to convert Christians and other religion principles into Hindus? They also have a religion. Then Srila Prabhupada mentioned, I don't want to convert anyone. I want to remind Christians to become perfect Christians, Muslims to become perfect Muslims, Hindus to become perfect Hindus. They should learn about God from their own scriptures, but learn first. No one should waste this human form of life. Please don't waste. Become pure, perform devotional service, and go back to kingdom of God. My disciples are the best examples, and I want others to learn from them. That's what Srila Prabhupada has mentioned. Okay? Purpose of any other religion, Trinadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Saishnuna, Amananiya Manadena, Kirtanaya Sadahari. One can chant the holy name of the Lord in the humble state of mind, thinking himself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than the tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and ready to offer all respects to others. In such state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. That's what is mentioned in Shishtastakam. Okay? So that's what is being said. We take one step towards God and He takes 1,000 steps towards Him, towards us. Come, let's go back home, back to Godhead together. Same dialogue. ఎప్పుడు వచ్చామని కాదన్నయ్య, బుల్లెట్ దిగిందా లేదా అంటారు కదా, ఎప్పుడు ఎన్ని జన్మలు ఎత్తామని కాదన్నయ్య, ఈ జన్మలో మనం వెళ్ళామా లేదా అనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. దట్స్ వాట్ వీ నీడ్ టు ఎయిమ్ ఫర్. ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ नॉन तेलुगु ये आई डोंट नो, वो हिंदी में वो डायलॉग है, सलमान खान का डायलॉग है वो. Actually, when you it's a dialogue, it's a movie dialogue. Hero tells villain, when you came is not important, whether bullet has gone in your heart or not, that is important. That's what hero puts a dialogue to villain. So I was telling same thing, that when how many lives we have taken is not important, but are we targeting to go in this lifetime or not, that is important. Okay, so seriously proposition Mataji's, kindly take chanting seriously. Beti bet jao. Okay, so any other questions from today's topic? I know it's late, I thought of bet jao वो project आपके ऊपर गिर रहा है. Yeah, probably I think a lot of questions are there. We will answer during the prasadam. Okay, I think though I wanted to finish by 8 o'clock, but things gone this thing. Okay, so anyone wants to sing Narsimharti?